Hey guys, today I'm playing a game called Paper.io. A lot of you guys have probably played a game like Agar.io or Slither.io. This is oh my good. Okay, so now you get a good taste of what this game is like. I'm just gonna go ahead and cry for a little bit and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Paper.io has beautiful graphics and is very much more challenging than it appears. But from playing the last few days, I've developed a strategy that has helped me take over the entire board. As you might have just seen in the credit screen or the game over screen, I recently controlled 100% of the board, and that only took me about 10 minutes. So I'm going to be sharing with you my strategy for taking over 100% of the board, or the map, or whatever you want to call it. So the basic rules are, once you exit your mass, you start a trail. If someone runs over your trail, you die and you start over, and that's going to happen to you 100 times when you start playing because it is a lot more challenging than it looks. The controls are just a little bit laggy, so you have to get used to it. But there is no internet lag, which, like, in games like Agar.io, you guys know how bad the lag is. So, this game is made up of making squares, just like this, right? And the bigger the square is, the more mass you take. Currently, I've taken up 7.9% of the board. That puts me in first place, which honestly is sad. I found that, unlike other .io games, people in this game are not very good, and I don't know why. I found that within like a minute of playing, I'm always number one. So I don't know if that's just the nature of the game or people just haven't learned how to play it well enough yet. But it's not very challenging to get on the leaderboard, that's for sure. So, as you can see here, I'm making small squares close to my mass, and that's the way. Patience is the key to this game. That's the most important lesson in winning. Is just patience. If I play for a little bit too long, 45 minutes, I find myself getting impatient and I just want to try to win, and I'll end up taking too much mass at a time and get caught, and someone will eat my tail. Eat my tail. I'm going to stop using that term. Someone will run over my trail. There we go. So, the basis of this winning strategy sounds like this. You make squares to win, and the entire map is one big square, right? So what if you made your trail all the way around the map? Theoretically, once you connected it at the final corner, then you would take over the entire thing, right? That was my theory, so I decided to test it. And after about 2 days of trying, oh boy, whew, that was close. I made a mistake, but I outplayed him, so sometimes you have to compensate that way. So anyways, after a few days of trying, I finally made my trail all the way around the map. Just thinly, but I made it. And once I made it, the entire map filled in with my color. I believe I was playing orange at the time, which is my personal favorite color to play. But I have a good feeling about this purple right now. So what I'm doing is I'm making a thin line. It's just about a few inches across, and this guy's trying to take over, so he made a big mistake there. That was easy to counter. I'm just going to go ahead and take over the entire perimeter of the map, and once I do that, then it's just like the easiest way to win. You can't win by making a square in the very middle of the map because there's too much competition. Everybody's in the middle of the map. So, once again, patience is key, and concentration too. I think the most challenging part about making this video and trying to get 100% of the board is just concentrating on what I'm doing, because ADHD hits hard. But as you can see, I don't know if you guys remember what's been going on since the beginning of this video, but so far, I have almost taken over 3 corners. So once I get to this corner, I just have to go down to the bottom right and then across to the bottom left, and I will have won. And that's the easiest way to win. And the best part of winning is at the very end, you at the very end, your mass is the only thing that's on the board, but there's still other squares. The thing is, they're running around leaving a trail, and they can't connect to anything, because if you touch your own trail, you die. So you pretty much just go around just destroying everybody's tail, because there's nothing they can do about it. Oh, took out that guy. That's going to make my job a whole lot easier. So if you guys want to test out this strategy of controlling the perimeter, I would suggest taking a few games, probably a good 15-20 games, and just practicing working around the wall, because what I've noticed is that the controls lag one square behind. So if you get to the last square, it's not like Snake. If you get to the last square and press away, then you'll run into it, and it's really frustrating at first. I'm gonna go ahead and take this right back. That's easy. When they make a gap, you can just fill your gap right back in. So take mass wherever you can. It increases your overall score and makes it harder for people to catch up with you. But here we go. I'm just going 3 by 4, just like that. 3 spaces by 4 spaces. Just stay consistent. Let other people kill each other. Don't look for conflict, because you'll die, and so will the other person, inevitably. So this guy is a little bit close here. I'm not even going to mess with him, honestly. I've made already 3/4 of my route around the map. I don't want to risk dying, so... Got him. There we go. He made a big mistake, and that might be my key to winning this round. I just got to stay calm. Stay concentrated, honestly, is the hardest part. Alright, those guys killed each other. That's great. Just let people be idiots and kill themselves, because it'll happen all the time. Now, one thing that's really going to help you, I'm sure everybody has their own preferences, but I don't like to make 1-point turns, so I don't like to go like this. The controls are just a little bit too laggy, and it makes it really risky, especially when you're turning into a wall. So I always try to make it like a 2-space turn, if that makes sense. So just like that, instead of like instead of like that. Wow, a perfect example of why you shouldn't do that. Alright guys, so we're back. I picked right back up where we left off, except this time we've already taken over the entire perimeter, and I revamped my strategy a little bit so that instead of going along the outside wall, I'm actually going along the square right next to the outside wall. And I did this for safety because I found myself dying a lot. So now that I've gotten all 4 corners, I'm just going to go ahead and go all the way around here. This is the last little bit I have to finish up. I'm going to go ahead and go just like that. Now I need to go up along the top right, and that should finish it off. And you guys are going to see how you can circle the entire perimeter of the board as long as I don't mess anything up here. So I'm going to take a little bit of concentration. Gonna go like this. These poor guys, they don't know what they're in for here. Please, no one mess me up. Now, you see, I'm going to jump from 20% to 100% in just a few seconds here. This should be it. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off right here, and then finish this corner. And... oh, never mind. Here we go. Okay, almost done. Okay, here we go. Almost there. Okay, gotta play it safe here. Don't want to mess anything up. Alright, here we go. There it is, 99%. So now I'm going to go ahead and just start running over people here and take over this last little bit here in the corner. And boom, that's it. 100%. So guys, using this strategy of circling the perimeter of the board is how you can gain 100% on Paper.io. And as you see here, the color is the exact same, so you can hardly tell I'm moving. People will just be running around the board, and they have nothing to connect to, just like this, so pretty much you're free to just demolish anybody. I'm going to go ahead and find this guy's tail there. He killed himself because he realized it was pointless. And that should about cover it. I'm moving left across the board now. I'm going to move to the center of the screen, and it's pretty much just going to look like nothing. Showboating hobo. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Oh no, is that a wall? Please, no, no! Oh. There's not much else you can do after that. Alright, your score. Best time? 6:35. That would be a new personal best time. Alright guys, well, I'll be releasing a few more videos on strategies. One of the best strategies at killing people that I call baiting. So look for that video coming up next. Thanks for watching.